Good afternoon, traders. Trey Campbell here. What an exciting afternoon we've had. Um, I'm not doing what I normally do with my live trading, just because it has been such a interesting day. We, as far as stress and me just being stupid and not doing the things that I should be doing. So I decided to make a recap video of my trading day rather than a live trading. Um, when you're uh, in as bad a shape as I was earlier today, you don't want to. It's just too much to try to hit record, and I was in and out of a bunch of stocks. But the one I really wanted to talk about today, um, as you can see, ended the day $76.67 in the green. But don't let that fool you. Commissions and even with the rebates I get with commissions and all, I'm about $50 red for the day. And I almost didn't even want to post a video because I hate days like this, and it puts me in a whole different mindset. And it's you know, we're taught as traders to trade without emotion, but at the end of the day, we're all human. And when you're tested, in certain situations, it gets tough. So I decided to go ahead and put a video on just to kind of learn from it and teach myself something, and hopefully teach myself not to do it again, and hopefully somebody else can get something out of this too as well. But anyhow, on to the trading. Uh, so the way that this day began, I was talking and rambling on my first video, the one that was intentional for the day trading. And as I was rambling, I had a couple of fishing orders out, uh, and it seemed like all of them were hit within a 5 second period of each other. And all of a sudden, I was in five stocks, which was in short in five stocks. And normally, what I'll do is about 3 to 4 minutes when I do have fishing orders out, I always go back and I recheck them and make sure they still fit to my criteria to trade. Well, I'm rambling on and on and on in my video about my prior business and how it got me into the trading the markets and such. And boom, all of a sudden I'm in, ARRY, NVFY, PGNX, ZAIS, and FOLD all at one time. I mean, like within just a blink of an eye. And, I actually, hang on a second. I'll see if I can't pull that up. All right. So I got the video pulled up. I've kind of got it in fast motion here. What's going on? Just a normal trading day. But I want you to notice off to the left. Look at all the fishing orders I have out. And there's a pretty good bit of them. So that's all I'm going to say right there. Just keep your eye on it. Everything's going good. I'm up 95 bucks on the day. Uh, we're moving along. I'm actually going to fast forward. Trying to find it here. Bear with me a second. So everything's looking good. Up $195. About to call it quits for the day. Then all of a sudden PGNX gets hit. So I'm like, okay, all right. So I jumped to it. Put my normal order in. It's 605 to cover the short. And about that time, let me. For 6 years, we've really flourished, and I would like to do a segment or just a video of how I converted the car business. Sorry, that's my video talking. So we're PGNX right now. Everything's looking normal. Trying to catch the exact moment that all this happens. Hang on, I'll pause it. Alright, so PGNX is going now. All of a sudden, FOLD, or fold, gets hit on my fishing order. So I go to it. It's like a normal day. Put my cover in, 725. And then all of a sudden, just as soon as that, GNCA hits. So now I'm in 3 different stocks, 1,000 short in all 3. It's a total of 3,000 shares. And I'm trying to manage them the best way possible at this point to get out. And so we're not looking too bad. There's many occasions where I'm in 3 different stocks at a time. The problem is what I'm doing, I cut the volume up. Getting money, but nobody was coming to us. I'm sitting there running my mouth, and instead of concentrating on the fishing orders on the side and canceling them out because I'm in 3 separate stocks and I don't need to be in anymore, I'm over here just running my mouth for this video. And I mean, I can't blame it on anybody but myself because I'm making the video. And so long story short, these stocks start running against me. And I think right here close by, Arry, ARRY, shorts too. So at one time I'm short 4 different stocks. And it was terrible. Okay, so now we got a new one. NVFY just shorted. Okay, and that was it. I knew at that point it was done. I had to cut the video, so I cut the video at that point and just did the best I could to regain my composure. Ended up GNCA. I closed it out in profit. NVFY, on the other hand, was we started shorting. I started shorting it around this move up right here. Okay, and then it moved against me even further. So on a pullback back down, I actually had to let go of some of the shares I was short and go ahead and cover some up higher. So this put me at a loss. And then it surged again, and I shorted more. And when it came back down, I thought I was going to get out, but I didn't. It surged again. So at that point, I actually had to dump some more or buy some more to cover at another loss. So I'm sitting at $1,500 in closed loss at this point. All right, and then it surges against me again, and I short another 1,000 shares at about this point, and brought my average up pretty good. And then I covered back at 385, 386, and that actually brought my loss down to $510.14. So I was able to really work that loss. I mean, knew I was going to lose money, but I had to minimize that loss, and that's what I did. But check it out. If I had just held on, I could have made $2,000 today. But that's the way it goes. It's just it was an emotional day trying to. Uh, this stock in particular caught me. I mean, it got me. I mean, I was trying to work it the best I could while trying to manage these other stocks. I ended up just go ahead and closing out PGNX in a loss because I just couldn't. I was just too into everything else. And FOLD ended up being this emotional trading that I let myself get into over NVFY. So I got emotional with FOLD and almost screwed it all up. We had this huge run. That's where I was building the shorts in right here. Okay, it never pulled back in far enough for me to cover, and then it surged again, and it wasn't quite as bad as it looks as bad as NVFY. But if you notice on NVFY, that move, that's a dollar move. Over a dollar move. And FLOD, you're looking at 720s to 740s to 750s. So a 50-cent move versus a dollar move. So it looks as bad, but it wasn't quite as bad. And I was able to, and then I let my emotions, that's where you see this $360 on FOLD. I let my emotions get the best of me, so I started packing on, shares on this particular one to build a position to try to make my money back, which was it's a mistake. You can't get emotional. When you get emotional, you start gambling, and that's exactly what I did today. I gambled, and I don't know if this video is going to help or not, but if you can take anything out of what I'm explaining right now, NVFY. First of all, I should never have let myself get into that many different stocks at one time. I can manage three. I'm good with three. I can manage three at one time. When I get into three to five, I'm way in over my head. So, and I think I was actually short five different stocks at one time, and it totally overwhelmed me, and I was making mistakes and doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. And luckily, I was able to pull out of this. Green on the screen, red on paper. As far as the day, it could have been so much worse. Like, I mean, so much worse. If this FOLD trade hadn't pulled back, or if it had surged again, I'd have been in the same boat as the NVFY trade, and I'd have just screwed myself twice. So, um, you know, yeah, that it worked out in my favor because I just so happened on FOLD just took my stock glasses off, and I put my gambling hat on, and I went in the casino, and I just started throwing the money down, and it was a mistake, and that's all I have to say. I don't know any other way to put it. Um, very, very tough day. Overall, we came out, um, but it was just one of those things where I have to check myself, and I have to make this video and go back and study, and so next time I'll be better prepared for it. And So I'm still going to be making the videos. I'm just going to, really cut to the chase with them as far as, getting in and out and quit trying to product this beautiful raw video of trading. Um, that's what got me in trouble today. I was concentrating too much on explaining my whole dadgum life story and trying to share with everybody how, which I could totally make another video for, but no, I'm doing it while I'm trading live. So that's my first mistake. Second mistake, I have way too many fishing orders out, and I wasn't checking them regularly. I can't even talk. Regular. I'm just gonna stop. I wasn't checking them, and I wasn't, managing uh, the fishing orders like I should have. And then I got caught up in it when I was pinged in all different stocks, whereas I should have just went ahead and eliminated a couple of them, or maybe even three of them, as soon as they hit green, just to get out and manage the ones that look the best. Um, would have probably been the best idea. I'm proud of myself for getting out of PGNX though. However, I did cut it just to get it out of my way. But the rest of them, I thought, well, I can do this, and there I am walking into the casino, just throwing money down. And I got lucky today. I got really lucky today. But it won't happen again. I'm gonna learn from this. I'm gonna take from it, and I hope by me sharing this with you, it you can kind of see from a trader's point of view when you do have a roller coaster day like this, it emotionally can rip you apart if you let it. And it even as much as I feel like I can manage the risk and manage money and manage, it still gets to me, So um, even on my best days, even on my worst days, I still love trading. It's so awesome. At the end of the day, win, lose, or draw, it's the best business in the world. But you got to know how to do it. And today I just got caught up in a mistake, and um, you know, I should have managed it differently. So I hope this helps. The rest of them, ARRY, actually closed out in profit right there. My cover, it actually popped up and then come right back in. Got lucky with it. Look at it. I mean, look at where the red is. I mean, the red, when we sold off, we come right back into my cover order and then took right back off. So, I was lucky there. And there was one more. I just closed that one off, which I'm glad I did. My cover was there. I'd have been, if I hadn't have cut the loss when I did on this PGNX, I'd have been in big trouble. Because the market's closed now, and we closed at 6. We're trading at 633. I'm down here shorting at 606. So, that would have been a bad move on my part too if I hadn't cut the loss when I did. And I'm glad I did. I saw it moving strongly, and I had a few more on the table, and I cut it quickly. Should have been what I did with NVFY, but I thought, man, this is such a great bullish move, and there was a great pullback right here. My problem was I was just in too early, and by the time I was building my positions, I just couldn't get up enough in here uh, to actually make profit on this pullback. And that's when I had to start, buying some shares back at a loss to actually average up, and gamble some more. So today was just, it was a lucky day. Uh, Luckily, my management skills and my way of managing money on a tough day like today, I was able to manage it out. But somebody that comes in just blindly, that doesn't have the skill set to trade a stock that moves against you like this, it will demolish your account very quickly, very quickly. In reality, should have been building NVFY for the big fall, which happened, and um, PGNX, which I cut early, which I'm glad. It's the one that actually ran hard, and then NVFY, if I'd have held on just a little bit longer, would have been, it came all the way down to the 320s. I was in profit at 580, 585. So, I mean, imagine that. Imagine that kind of a day. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Monday. The difference, what I'm going to do, I've got my method, which I'll keep the same. Never change well, sometimes I will, but for the most part, I have my trading plan, and that's what I do to a T. I don't defer from it at all. But what I think I'm going to change Monday is instead of closing my orders all out at one time, I think I'm going to leave a partial on, like 100 shares. Because even at 100 shares, um, could make a good deal of money by the end of the day if it kept running. So I don't know. Might try that out, but I've got some things to work on here, and some stuff to study up on as far as my method and stuff like that. And overall, I'm proud of myself for getting myself out of this predicament. But I just want to make everybody aware of how fast the market can take your money, and if you do not have proper risk management in place, you will not survive. This is Trey Campbell signing off. Friday, September 30th. It's 5:21 p.m. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. We'll start back off fresh Monday, and have a good week. Take care. Till then, see you.